sports. It's in the game.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
Hurts throwing right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes a reverse. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up
3rd down and 6.
6-0 our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point attempt here still to come. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, bro, but thank you, Dr. Davis. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Zach Baun there on the tackle. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Louis.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 70 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Smith will come in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's free at the 35. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's complete to Brown, right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Toss left to Montgomery. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 14 yards that time for number 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as... First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 20, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 42 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. I hope y'all brought your coats because the wintry weather isn't stopping anytime soon. And away we go from East Rutherford. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Well, I'm going to air this out to start. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Ifatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Lions take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Hey, 76! 76!
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. will head out of bounds after a small gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They'll go for it. Goff. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Man in motion here.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Gibbs now from the gun. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Packers pick it up. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Let's go.
And he sent a man in motion. Second and 10. Love trying again. That's complete to Reed out left. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Play fake. It's Love. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Juke the defender. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
That finds Jacobs complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And it'll be a quality game.
On the ready.
Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Love from the gun. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
On the ball.
Offense up to the line fast. Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So the Packers showing faith in their offense as they decide to go for two. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Go tonight.
Running it with David Montgomery. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Off play action, Goff. Buying some time right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Goff on 3rd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They're going for this. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
That's caught Tucker Kraft, and he's got it inside the 15 before going out. All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
3.
Loves to throw again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. Black shot. Red cycle. Blue striker. Ready.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
The Lions take over
14. 14. Set.
Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Go, go. 2 for 66. Set.
Goff setting to throw. Throw is caught by the back. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Goff on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again, it's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. He fires one deep down the left sideline. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Raymond on the return. Return's looking good so far. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. Working quickly here. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, lift!
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd and goal, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
There's just certain times you get a feel, right, Kate? You do this long enough, kind of get a sense and just know these two teams.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
Whoa. DC. We're good. Listen. That.
Looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down throw, here's Love. Getting out to his left. Cut by Jacobs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now for Love. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 12 in the fourth. Christian Watson with the touchdown. They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Reynolds with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They've got a man in motion. First down throw from Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Detroit. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Packers leading by 5. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready, ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. 2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Set, ready.
We go counter. It's Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd.
Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Claws ready.
He's back to throw. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big.